Surrendered to police last night after he was identified in a widely circulated photo that was released by police. Now, a lot of behind-the-scenes investigative work went into identifying the suspect. Dave McCormack is a former police superintendent, and he joins me now to explain the police work involved in a case like this. Dave, good morning and good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right, let's go over exactly what the police did here. They released, I think somewhat controversially to a lot of people, this suspect's photo on Facebook. I mean, social media is a powerful tool, but what do you make of that tactic?
I think it's a tactic that the police are more and more being forced to utilize, because with the advent of social media and as much as we see it in play in these days, if the police don't come forward with that information, if they're confident that they have the right person, that the image that they're releasing to the public via social media or otherwise through any media release is not the right person, then they're clearly making a large mistake. But if they're confident they have the right person, they get criticized for lagging behind because, as we've seen, it's been out there in social media for so long by everybody that was at the Rogers Center that night. They put out the images. We've seen the circles around this man, the arrows pointing towards him saying, this is the guy. And I think the police get criticized either way. They're going to be criticized for not releasing it soon enough or or releasing it too late, or whatever the case may be. It's kind of a lose-lose situation for the police.
Let's talk a bit about that video that has been circulating, because there's cell phone video that we've seen all over Facebook and social media. But would police have access to other video that was in the venue?
Absolutely. The Rogers Center has a tremendous surveillance system, security system throughout that entire building. I've had the pleasure many, many times of working right in the security booth in the Rogers Center. I was there last year for the entire playoff run. There would have been police officers running a site command in that security booth on the night of this event. And instantaneously, when that beer can hit the turf, the technician in the booth would have turned into the video camera system and started to image in or hone in onto the section where the beer can came from, zoom right into where it came from, and then work backwards through the recordings to try to find out exactly who threw that. And even further, they can go back further in time to see where this person came from. They could actually probably follow him from the concession stand into the stairs, down to the row, and into his seat.
Really? They can pinpoint that closely?
Absolutely. It's being recorded, very high quality recordings all of the time that are always available to the security staff at the Rogers Center. They take this very seriously. I was going to ask you that, because I know security camera footage sometimes is pretty grainy, the CCTV stuff that is normally released to the public. But the stuff in the Rogers Center, because this is a Major League Baseball playoff game, there's so many cameras there that there's probably a lot of high-def stuff. Very much so. I can tell you that the Rogers Center, from my own experience and knowing the security director very well, they have done it right. He has invested his money in the right areas, very conscientious of safety for players and the public attending Rogers Center events. It's a very, very good system. I wish that the police had as good systems as the Rogers Center has. Yeah,
so this was like really forensically done then in many ways.
Oh, absolutely. And to take that even a step farther, I'm quite confident that once those images and then the video was turned over to the police would have then sent it up to their technicians to have it further enhanced to ensure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they have the right person. For them to come out and call him a suspect right from the get-go, as opposed to a person of interest, tells me they are 100% confident that this is the man that they believe tossed the beer can.
Yeah, and just quickly, Ken Pagan's now facing a charge of mischief, which carries, I think, upwards of a $5,000 fine. Possible jail time as well?
Possible jail time as well. I can tell you that in sections of the criminal code that cover mischief, any mischief endangering life can lead to a term of life incarceration. Clearly, that's not what we're looking at here. It is going to be more of a summary conviction offense. Possible jail, not likely jail if he has no previous record. Probation, maybe a fine if it even goes that far.
Dave McIntyre, thank you so much. Appreciate it this morning.